Hello, today I'm going to review the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home Doc Ock figure, although I believe this is based off Spider-Man 2. And let me just scoot the camera back. This figure is huge. Well, huge in a way, like his tentacles make him really big. I got to zoom out the camera. There we go. All the way to where you can see that I'm videoing this with an iPad. Okay, I think I can start the video here. First we'll look at the box, and then we'll look at the figure. But I should go ahead and state right away that I do really like this figure. This is definitely my favorite kind of action figure of this style now. This one is just so cool. But anyway, I'll talk about that later on. I'm going to get onto the box before we go any further. Looking at the box, it's one of those enclosed ones where you can't see the figure inside, which I think kind of benefits this figure more anyway. But you can see it says Spider-Man 2, even though this kind of came out of the Spider-Man No Way Home line, I understand. But they was able to get the license back to the Tobey Maguire movies, so that's why we're able to get this version of Doc Ock. And you can see on the front of the box, I thought that was the actor at first, but no, it turns out that's the figure. That's just how realistic the face looks on this one. I think this one has an amazing face sculpt I'll show here in a second. But you can see him there with all his tentacle arms coming out. On the side, it just shows the figure. And on the back, it just shows him in another pose with the accessories that one comes with. On the other side, it just shows the figure again. On the top, it shows Spider-Man, and on the bottom, it's just all that. So now, we'll get into the actual figure. Okay, I thought about how I'm going to review this one, being that he kind of takes up so much space on the camera, and he's hard to get up close shots of. So I'm going to kind of just do each piece individually. So I think I better just get this out of the way real fast. He comes with all the ends to the tentacle arm thingies that you see there. And he also comes with some more. He has these that are permanently opened, which are like that because I think that they work good for using them as his feet. Hang on, right here. Because, you know, they won't open back up when you have them on the ground. So those work real good for that. And this would be a good time to just kind of show the detail that's inside of these tentacle thingies. They have metallic paint. They have the little red thing inside. They're very detailed and have all kind of the machinery details and stuff that you could want. And they just peg into his arms with these little holes right here. And they're very detailed, as I said. And as I said, he comes with these two tentacle arms. And he also comes with some extra hands. They're just hands where he has, you know, his fingers open. And I don't really switch out the hands, and they're in fist right now, which is kind of how I want them. So now I'll get on to the actual figure. Okay, you can see on the tentacles, they have some kind of metallic finish to them, and they're all very detailed with all the little details of like the greebling inside of them. They look really cool, and the way they work is like they have some kind of wire in them, I think. So you have unlimited joints in a way, I guess you could say. Kind of like that Mewtwo figure I reviewed on here. I don't know if that review is out in this point in time, but that's how the tail on that figure was, where it had like a wire going through it. And I'm going to show the other claws for the tentacles on this one right here. You can see that it's more made to be the foot so that you can have him balanced on something. So it's like a flatter one. Both of these are like that. And let me just turn him around again. He has these where you can open and close the arms, the hands. And right here, you can open and close these. I have this one closed right here. And on the figure itself, you can see that he has all his little metallic belts. He has on his jacket that he always wears in the movie. And they put metallic paint on the zipper and everything, and they have all the little buttons going down them. It's very detailed. And let me just open that up just a little bit. See, he has like an undershirt on too. It's just very detailed. He has the brown jacket on, then the green jacket on top of it. They really layered this character a lot. There you can kind of see the pants and the design on those. And you can see his boots. Everything is just so detailed on this figure. This might be the most detailed figure I've seen them do. And if I can get the camera to go up a little bit more or get closer. It's such a hard one to review. There we go. You can see how they did the material on his shirt with the little turtleneck and all that. It's very, very cool. And let me turn him around. I'm just going to have to put him upside down to show this because I can't get any lower with this character. Okay, looking at the face, can you see the eyeballs in there? His glasses are actually clear, so you can actually see his eyeballs and everything in there. It's really creepy looking, but yeah. I'm sorry about the baby that's crying in the background. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. But look right here, and you can see his eyes right there. So they are even made into the face. And you can see all the details in his hair. And like that. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pose the arms on this thing after I show the articulation that this one has. As you can imagine, these are very, very posable, like that. And these open up, as I said. And we'll start going into the joints on this character. This one is so hard to get on camera because he's so big. But you can see he has articulation in his head, articulation in his shoulders. I don't think he has butterfly joints, but I don't really think it would benefit this guy too much, being that he has like wider shoulders anyway, so it wouldn't look that good if they tried. And he has articulation in the hands and in the elbows, articulation in the top of his legs and the knees and the ankles. I think he has some in the body. Yeah, he does. He has some up here in the hips. And obviously all the articulation in his tentacles. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this one into probably the coolest pose I'll ever do for a character, because I'm going to bring in my Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure. So let me do that, and then I'll share my final thoughts. Well, it turns out my plan to add Tobey Maguire Spider-Man into this figure's arms wasn't going to work because I can't get the arms to hold him up. So I just settled with this pose right here instead, where he's talking to his tentacles and all the tentacles are coming out. And I changed out one of the hands, which I've never done before. And let me say, that was really hard to get that hand out. And I feel like this review got a bit rushed, so let me just do a rundown of a bunch of stuff. I feel like the details on this figure are like the best I've ever seen them do in a lot of ways. All the fabric materials and all the metallicness and the arms and just the detail and everything and the face. It's just a really fantastic figure. And like you can even see on the zipper ring stuff where he has the metallic paint going down it. Like this really does look like a real person in a lot of ways. And I really love the way this one looks. And all the articulation is amazing on this figure too. This is my favorite Marvel Legends figure, but if we're talking all of Hasbro in general, I'd about say this is my favorite kind of figure of this type. I think I've already said that though. But anyway, this is a perfect figure in my mind, so 10 out of 10, and I would definitely recommend that he can grind. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.